This dog's owners wanted him put down for being too yucky, but then his luck dramatically changed. Veterinarians are faced with difficult choices every day when it comes to euthanizing animals. However, when the owners of this dog asked that he be put to sleep, it must have raised a few eyebrows. When a dog called Knick-Knack came through the South African veterinary doors in early 2016, the receptionist was disgusted. But it wasn't because of the dog. No, the problem was the owner's attitudes. The dog, estimated to be around 7 years old, was clearly ill, but his owners didn't seem concerned for his welfare. No, the owners were there to have the dog put down. "He's yucky. Put him to sleep," Knick-Knack's humans reportedly told the veterinary staff. Unfortunately, Knick-Knack was already showing obvious signs of neglect. Indeed, the poor dog had contracted both illness and injury, and the owners seemed to have done nothing to prevent it. Knick-Knack even had a broken leg, potentially a sign of physical abuse. It was definitely neglectful of the owner not to get it fixed, yet it wasn't the only indication of the dog's ill treatment. But perhaps the most obvious sign of Knick-Knack's suffering was his skin condition. He had a suspected case of mange. Sadly, it was this condition that led the owners to label him too yucky to live. That is to say that his face was covered in scabs, but unaware of the reason for Knick-Knack's condition, his owners thought the dog might contaminate his fur baby siblings. In fact, the receptionist shouted at the suffering dog's owners, but they had already made up their minds. Indeed, they left him in his cage at the clinic with no choice other than to accept his fate, or at least that's how it seemed. For once, being overlooked was a great thing for the crispy canine. When the secretary who stuck up for Knick-Knack was leaving work for the day, to her surprise, she saw that the dog was still in his cage. But not everyone was willing to see little Knick-Knack put to sleep. The secretary proved to be the dog's first guardian angel. After all, she contacted Sidewalk Specials, a network of animal rescuers, to save him. Sylvester was in the United Kingdom when the worried secretary contacted her. But despite not even being in the same country as the poor pooch, Sylvester was determined to help. Soon, word spread about the dog's dreadful treatment, and so instead of having no one to care for him, Knick-Knack suddenly had several offers from people, each one happy to give him a home. Luckily, their intervention saved his life. It was an amazing relief, an overjoyed Sylvester told News 24 in January 2015. "Usually, I would take the dog and oversee that it's placed in a safer forever home or foster home," she explained to the news channel. "But even though I was out of the country, our network stepped in and people were offering to help within seconds," Sylvester explained. Consequently, Knick-Knack met his third guardian angel, Camilla Nurrock, a Cape Town local and TV producer. Indeed, she saw the urgency of Knick-Knack's situation and couldn't resist stepping in to help. So, after a bath from the big-hearted receptionist who had helped save his life, Knick-Knack was picked up by his new foster human. Nurrock added he was very malnourished and he'd been through a lot. Considering his condition, Knick-Knack was taken to Sea Point vet Dr. Rena Cotton, who diagnosed the crispy cutie with severe malnutrition. After some love and care, Knick-Knack began to recover, but by then, Nurrock had already fallen in love with him. "I'd been looking for a rescue dog for a while," she said. In the end, Nurrock couldn't bear to let Knick-Knack go, and his foster home became his forever home. His adopted mommy also gave him a new name to represent his fresh lease on life. Newman has since settled down in his new home and is enjoying life in a caring environment. His story shows that you can indeed teach an old dog new tricks. Even when it seems like no one cares, there's always someone out there who will love you just the way you are.